Hello, hey everyone. Can you just confirm if I am audible enough? Just confirm if I'm audible. Then we can definitely start off. Audible हूँ? बता दो फटाफट बता दो. बढ़िया 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 बढ़िया. सबको बुला लो फटाफट. Telegram, WhatsApp, everywhere. Just share the link, and call everyone. Let's have a good audience today because we're gonna solve a lot of problems on bit manipulations. Like the problems that we will solve today are of some level. Like those are not easy problems. That is what I can tell you. The problems are really tough. That is what we are going to solve, and you'll be like, wow, bit से कितना कुछ हो सकता है. आज चलाएंगे. Like I never see clock, to be very honest. I never see clock. I took a C++ STL class which was of 2.5 hours. That day I took a class which was 59 minutes. I never see clock. I keep on teaching whatever I've thought of. I'll teach. It might take 1 hour, it might take 2 hours, it might take 1.5 hours. Doesn't matter. Yes, bit manipulations are indeed important. Bit manipulations are indeed important. Tree series will be up. Tree series will be up very soon, very soon. Perfect. So let's for all the people who are new out here, let me introduce you myself. My name is Raj Vikramaditya. I'm generally known as Striver in the programming community. I'm a competitive programmer by nature, and currently I'm working as a software engineer at Media.net DirectEye. Prior to this, I was working at Amazon. I'm also rated a Candid Master at Codeforces. Also, I'm a 6-star at CodeChef, and I have a couple of years of teaching experience. Also, I run a YouTube channel which is around, I think, 90,000 or more than 90,000 subscribers now. And the subjects that I'll be taking are competitive programming, data structure algorithms, C++, and everything that's related to interview preparation. So a lot of you were asking about the new batches on Unacademy. So the first batch is Transpire, that is a OS, DBMS, and a networking master course, and that has gone live on 20th July. And again, it's a 1 month duration. The other batch is Eclipse 3.0 Java complete course on programming for beginners. 8 months, again, has gone live on 21st July, 7.5 months duration. Brahmastra 3.0 exclusive 5 months learning track for college off campus placements, gone live on 20th July, and 5 month duration. Mahayuddha, again, 6-week master course on advanced and everything, gone live on 20th July and has a 2 months of duration. So in order to access all of these classes, you just need to take a competitive programming subscription. And if you take a competitive programming subscription, you get access to India's best programmers, interactive live classes, doubt support, and all the handpicked practice problems at CodeChef. Okay, and please make sure you use the coupon code Striver to get a 10% exclusive discount on the Plus subscription. And also, if you're new to this channel, please make sure you subscribe to this and click on the bell icon. And yeah, I think that should be it. That should be a lot of for the promo. Now we will start off. Before starting off, like I told you about the batches. So my batch will be starting on like I did not tell you about my batch. My batch will be starting this Sunday, that is 1st of August. Okay, and this batch will be covering everything that is related to CP. Now, how much CP will I be covering? I'll be covering almost everything except the higher level of algorithms like FFT, MinFlow, MaxFlow. Like extreme higher level of algorithms I'll not be covering. I'll be covering all the CP algorithms that's generally required to be a candidate master or somewhere near about that, and all the algorithms that will be required for your coding rounds. Yes, like if you're giving a coding round of any company in the world, you'll be able to crack that coding round with ease if you just get through all the topics that I'll be teaching. Okay, and ye wala jo course hai, this will be of a 4 months duration. So ideally, if you take a 3 months subscription, you'll not be able to complete it. So if you use my coupon code, that is Striver, okay, just make sure you use this coupon code and it'll be showing you 3 months subscription. Take the use the coupon code, take the 3 month subscription. The moment you pay, you'll get an extended 1 month automatically the moment after you have paid. ठीक है, तो इसको याद रख लेना. बढ़िया. And the language, I am not a language guy. If you'd have seen my bit class, I'm not a language guy. I'm not so much into language. I generally give you pseudocode. If you've seen my recursion class, I generally give you pseudocode, and after that I just run through one language. But the pseudocode is what I'll be mostly focusing on. Perfect. चलो शुरू करते हैं. Bit manipulation. So if I quickly give you a recap of everything that I gave you yesterday, I gave you in the first lecture. That was, first initially we talked about the XOR operator, then we talked about the AND operator, then we talked about the OR operator, then we talked about the left shift, then we talked about the right shift, then we talked about the negation operator. Remember? याद है सब कुछ? What was the XOR operator? XOR says even ones means 0, odd one means a 1. Remember? AND means all 1 is 1, any 0 is 0. OR means any 0 is, sorry, any 1 is 1, any 0 is 0. याद है? GFG से महंगा नहीं है, GFG से महंगा नहीं है. मैं जहाँ पहले पढ़ाता था that was around 12k was the cost, and there was a 2 months duration, and इधर 48 hours होता था पहले, which is a very very fast paced course. Over here you have 66 hours, man. 48 hours का है, 66 hours का है, and the costing is 14k with a 4 months duration. So like same ही है, बस platform different है. If you just carefully observe, 48 hours 66 hours का यार बहुत difference होता है bro. If someone is teaching you for 4 months, obviously थोड़ा तो hike होता ही है price पे. That also I made sure कि 3 months पे ही आपको 4 month मिल जाए. Okay, so the left shift operator is nothing but into 2 to the power whatever left shift you are doing. The right shift operator is nothing but division of 2 to the power I. This is negation. 1 will become 0, 0 will become 1. Remember this? ये याद है? याद है तो? ये सारा था, ठीक है? Perfect. So ये सारा recap था. And what else did we learn the other day? We also learned about how to set a bit. Remember how to set a bit? We have to create a mask, and it was very simple. N or mask, that is 1 left shift of I, in order to set a ith bit. Remember this? How to check if a bit is set or not? In order to check, it was N and 1 left shift of I. These two are generally the most important ones that we will be using in today's class. How to check, that's N and 1 left shift of I. How to set, that's N or 1 left shift of I. So these are the things that we'll be requiring in today's class. Sound नहीं आ रहा है क्या? किसी ने बोला sound नहीं आ रहा है. Someone told me sound is not coming. Can you just confirm if the sound is coming or not? साउंड आ रहा है तो? Perfect. So recap हो गया. So recap is done, right? Perfect. Now we'll start off with the first problem that I said. First problem is, I'll give you an n integers, ठीक है? You're given n integers is given to you, right? Sound अच्छे? अच्छे. Okay. So n integers है. I'm saying that every integer appears twice. 2 integers appear once, right? Every integer appears twice. For an example, so if you carefully observe this, over here, if you see 1 is appearing twice, right? 2 is appearing twice, 3 is appearing twice, whereas 4 is also appearing twice. Every integer is appearing twice. Only there are a couple of integers, that is 5 and 7, that are appearing once. So I want you to tell me, what are the two integers that are appearing only once. Clear a question? Is this clear? How will you solve this? Any idea? Question clear? Question clear? सब बता दो. Is the question clear? Can everyone tell me if the question is clear? Every integer appears twice. Two integers appears once. Clear a question? So if the question is clear, can you tell me what is the brute force method of doing this? What is the brute force method of doing this? Like, what is the first method that comes to your mind? The first method that comes to your mind. Tell me that. I think that should be it. Tell me कैसे होगा brute force क्या सोच रहे हो? XOR कैसे होगा यार? There are two integers. Had the question said कि there is only one integer that appears once, on doing XOR you'd have got that one integer, right? I'm saying there are two integers that appear once. So if you do a XOR, you'll not get, never get, right? XOR of whole array, no, XOR of whole array will give you XOR of two elements, not two elements. Okay, what is the brute force? The ideal brute force that you people will do is this: for I equal to 0, I lesser than n, I plus plus, right? And your element is a of I, so you'll keep a count equal to 0, and you'll again loop from j equal to 0, j lesser than, again a pseudocode. I generally teach pseudocodes so that C++, Java, everyone can follow. In C++ this is similar, in Java also this is similar. So a of j equal to a of I, you do a counter plus plus, and at the end you say if counter is equivalent to 1, the cout of, or you can say print, let's write print a of I is the answer. Isn't this your pseudocode? Can you tell me what is the complexity of this? Can you tell me what is the complexity of this pseudocode? क्या होगा complexity pseudocode का? For people who have joined in late, the question is very straightforward. All the integers appears twice. Okay, every integer is appearing twice. There are two integers that appear once. Like for an example, if you take this array, for all the people who have joined late, if you take this array, you can see numbers like 1 is appearing twice, 2 is appearing twice, 3 is appearing twice, 4 is appearing twice, and there is 5 and 7 which is appearing once. So I want you to print 5 and 7. I want you to print 5 and 7. So so this is how the brute force will look like. Can you tell me the complexity? Everyone. Okay, perfect guys, perfect. So the complexity boils down to something which is big O of n square. The complexity is something which is big O of n square. Yes, everyone is correct. Can we optimize this? Indeed, I think we can optimize this. What if I use a map? Remember the C++ STL ka course? C++ STL, remember? We use something like a map data structure. Can we use something like a map data structure? Yes, we can. So if I optimize this using a map data structure, so will I write something like this? I'll again write for I equal to 0, I lesser than n, I plus plus, and this time I'll declare a map. Let's declare a map, not an unordered map. Let's declare a map, MPP, right? And over here what I'm doing is MPP of a of I plus plus. So what I can say is for I equal to let's iterate in the map. That's auto of, again C++ STL का course, C++ STL course, guys, remember? याद है क्या ये चीज STL में पढ़ाया था? If you remember, it.second is equal to 1, then you can print it dot first. Again, this can also be done in Java. In Java, it's very simple. If you want to iterate in the map, you use entry set. अगर use करोगे तो वो iterate हो जाएगा. Java वाले कर सकते हैं. If you know collection, you can relate to me. I'm just iterating in the map. So can I say this is how the code will look like? How many of you understand this? How many of you understand this map wala concept? Can you tell me what is the complex map wala concept? How many of you understand this? How many of you understand this map wala concept, guys? Get me yes if you did. If you do, get me yes if you do. Complexity बताओ, complexity. N log n, yes, N log n. N log n, right? हाँ, iterator भी यूज कर सकते हो जावा में. N log n कर सकते हैं. I mean, if you have understood, you can, Prithviraj, you can just go to the Codeverse channel, you'll find a playlist. Has everyone, okay, but this is not the answer. Guys, this is not the answer. यार ये आंसर नहीं है, ये बिट थोड़ी है. Okay, so has everyone understood? So can I say the time complexity is indeed n and a map? If you remember, if you use map data structure, it takes log n. Remember this, guys, from that class? If you use a map data structure, it takes log n. And if you use an unordered map, it takes big of 1, but the worst case is big of n. Like, so I am using a map. So can I say like the time complexity will be n logarithmic of n, since I'm using a map data structure, and the space complexity will automatically be big O of n, because I'm still storing elements, like almost n elements, not n elements, but yeah, near about n elements I'm storing, right? Perfect. In Java, there is a hash map which works in big O of 1, but in C++, the map takes this line is log of n. In C++, this line is log of n. Guys, C++ STL course, this is n log n. And if you use unordered map, then it's a big O of 1. But the worst case, like there might be a worst case, na? If collisions happen, then it's n. That's why I generally use map. Got it? Got it? Why n log n? Has everyone got it? हाँ, Python में dictionary है. Python में you can use dictionary. Has everyone got it? But I'm not comfortable with this n log n. I want to further optimize this, and I'm also not comfortable with using some extra space. I want to further optimize this. So can I? I can. But यहाँ तक समझ में आ गया ना, n log n नहीं होगा, n into log n होगा, क्योंकि अंदर हर एलिमेंट पे हो रहा है. Can I get a quick, you know what to give it? मैं जब yes बोलता हूँ तो ये लिखना होता है OP. Can you give a OP in the chat so that I can understand that you have understood? Give a quick yes, OP, right? I'll move to the optimized solution now. If you have understood this, I'll move to the optimized solution now. So for people who are asking me, the second, this is very simple. The map will be storing something like this now. 1 appears twice, 2 appears twice, 3 appears twice, 4 appears twice, 5 appears once, 7 appears once. So if you iterate on the map, this is it, like as an iterator. So this will be it dot first, this will be it dot second. Next time it will go here. This is it dot first, this is it dot second. That is what I've done. It dot second, is that equivalent to 1? If it is, I print it dot first. Like it dot second, that's 1. So I print it dot first. Okay. Perfect. सबको आगे OP आ रहा है सबका. Okay. Now we will come to the most amazing solution that you'll see ever. 2, 1 लेते हैं. Let's take a 2. Let's take a 5. Let's take a 1 again. Let's take a 4. Let's take a 4. Let's take a 7. Let's take a 3. Let's take a 3. Okay. This is how my array looks. This is how, as of now, my array looks. Okay. Now, what if I do a XOR? What if I do a XOR? What will I get if I do a XOR? So if I do a XOR of all the elements, what will I get? मतलब बता पाओगे क्या मिलेगा मुझे? When I do a XOR, 2 XOR 1, 2 will get cancelled. 1 will get cancelled. 4 will get cancelled. 3 will get cancelled. So can I say at the end there will be 5 XOR 7? That is what, if you just do something like this, for I equal to 0, say n, and if you just do XOR equal to XOR of a of I, can I say this is what I'll be remaining? Can I say this is what my XOR will contain? Yes or no? Agreed कर रहे हो? Right? Agree? Everyone is agreeing this? Perfect, guys. Perfect. So सब agree कर रहे हैं मेरे से. बहुत बढ़िया. So everyone is agreeing that I'll be left off with 5 XOR, not the single element, guys. There are two single elements. That is 5 and 7. That's why two single elements ka XOR will be remaining. So can I say actually the value that will stay is, can I say the value that will stay is nothing but, if I just remove it, 5 XOR 7 कितना होता है एक बार बता दोगे? Like it's 1 0 1 and 1 1 1. So if you do a XOR, you'll get a 0 and I'll get a 0 and you'll get a 1. I think this is what you'll get, right? So you'll get a 2. Can I say you'll get a 2? Right? So you'll get the XOR value as 2. So once you have got the XOR value as 2, now there is something to observe over here. Now if your XOR value is 2, that is this guy, as this guy. So why is it 1 over here? Like this is your XOR value. Why? Like if I just write the bit indexes are 0 1 2. Why is the first index having a 1, and why are all the other index like 0 and 2 having a 0? Just think on this. Can you say in 5 the first index was 0, and can I say similarly in 7 the first index was 1? Can I say this? I can just that is why there was a 1 over here. Agreeing, right? सबको agree कर रहा है मेरे से. The reason there is a 1 in the XOR, the XOR is 2, right? The XOR is 2. The reason there is a 1 over here is because they are differing in bits. They're differing in bits. On the first index and on the 0th index they had the same bits. On the second index they had the same bits. Can I say they're differing on bits? On the first index? I can. Now what I'll do is, I know on 5 the bit is 0, like the first bit is 0. On 7 the first bit is 1. Okay, now what I can do is I'll start iterating. Okay, I'm first time at 2. What is 2? If I give a very, like, I know I have a number 5 whose first index is 0. I know I have a number 7 whose first index is 1. That is everyone knows, right? Now carefully observe. If I take 2 and I write the bit of 2, that's 1 0, right? That's 1 0. So is the first bit set or not? Like the first bit is set. So can I say 2 will be a part of this set because the first bit is actually 1. Perfect. What about this 1? What is 1 in binary? Can I say 1 is 1 in binary and the first bit is actually unset. So can I say 1 will be a part of this set? Perfect. Now I'll go to 2. Again in 2, can I say the first bit will be set? Yes. So this will be a part of this, right? In the next, can I say there is a 5, right? Can I say there is a 5? And can I say, like I'm creating these sets. Can I say 5 will be a part of this set because the first bit is 0 in that? I have a 1 again. Can I say this 1 will be a part of this? I have a 4 again. 4 is 1 0 0. And can I say the first bit is unset? Hence 4 will be a part of this. Again I have a 4. Can I say that 4 will be a part of this? Again I have a 7. What is 7? 1 1 1. The first bit is set. So 7 will be a part of this. 3 is 1 1. First bit is set. So 3 will be a part of this. Then this 3 will be a part of this. So can I say I can actually split my array into two different sets? Can I say I can split my array into two different sets, right? Where I say one set is having all the elements where the first index was 0 and the other set is having all the elements where the first index was 1. Have you understood till here? Just give me a response on the chat. Have you understand till here? Have you understand till here? I'll take doubts. Have you understood till here? Just give me yes. ये 15 मिनट का डिले जो है ना चैट पे मेरे को बहुत परेशान करता है. इट्स नॉट अ लाइफ टाइम चैट नहीं है. Has everyone understood? Give me a response. कॉपी है नहीं है समझ में? Have you understood? I'll give you one more explain, like, ठीक है, जो लोग को नहीं है, I'll give you again, I'll tell you again, जो लोग को नहीं है, I'll repeat the code, I'll repeat the explanation, don't worry, but yeah, okay. Now just imagine if you carefully observe something, जो first bit पे set नहीं होंगे, like I'm saying first bit was 0, I know there will be a single element 5 and there will be a single element 7. Apart from all of those, whatever numbers will be a part of my set, like z1 and 1, those will always be in pairs in that set. Apart from 5 and 7, 5 will be single, वो सिंगल है, उसका कोई नहीं है, तो वो अकेले होगा. लेकिन 1 का तो जोड़ीदार है ना, तो वो तो उधर ही रहेगा ना, उसी सेट में ना, क्योंकि अगर एक 1 का फर्स्ट बिट 0 है, if one's first bit is 0, other one will also have na. So can I say if I do a XOR this time of this set, can I say if I do a XOR, this 1 will get cancelled, this 4 will get cancelled, and I'll ultimately get a 5. Similarly, if I do a XOR, 2's will get cancelled, 3's will get cancelled, and I'll left off with 7. Can I do a XOR of the set 1 and set 2 to get the individual numbers? Can I? Can I? How many of you got it? Got it or not? कितने लोग को जितने लोग को समझ में आ गया ये लिख दो, जितने लोग को नहीं आया वो लोग ये लिख दो, so that I can repeat. I mean, if you want to repeat again and just give me OP if you have understood this. राज है पर सिमरन नहीं, क्या करे? Okay, perfect. Service, it's not about the first bit. I just want to find a bit where 5 and 7 differ. I just want to find a bit where 5 and 7 differ, so that I can put 5 into one set and 7 into one set. Okay? I'll give you again, okay? Buffer हो रहा है क्या? Buffer हो रहा है क्या? I'm not sure buffer हो रहा है. I'm not sure buffer हो रहा है कि नहीं. Okay, so understand. What I am trying to do is, like, when I did a XOR of 5 and 7, the XOR of 5 and 7 was coming out to be 2, right? This 2 is ultimately nothing but 1 0, like something like this. This is 2. This is indeed 2, correct? Now, why is this first bit 1? Why is this first bit 1? Because when you do a 5 XOR 7, that's a 1 0 1, and this is a 7, right? So XOR, when you do, just because in 5 this bit was unset and in 7 this bit was set, that's why you ended up getting a 1 here, whereas in all the other indexes you got a 0, because they had 1 in all the indexes. And in the first bit they were differing, so I just wanted to differ them so that I can put them into two different sets. I wanted to differ bit so that I can put it into two different sets. And the question, you can take any differ bit. Like over here, I just have one differ bit. There might be a XOR, which comes out to be 0 1 1 0. In that case, you can take the first, you can take the second. Doesn't matter. As long as you take a differ bit, so that एक सेट बन जाएगा इस तरफ, एक सेट इस तरफ बन जाएगा, फिर बाकी जोड़ीदार ले लेंगे ना उनके, बाकी जोड़ीदार लेके हटा देंगे. आ गया? अभिषेक भैया, कल माइक्रोसॉफ्ट का कोडिंग टेस्ट है इंटर्नशिप के लिए, क्या करूं? अभी अगर आप एग्जाम के हॉल में जाके पूछोगे भैया क्या पढूं, तो नहीं होने वाला ना. आपने जितना प्रिपेयर कर लिया, प्रोग्रामिंग हो गया है. लास्ट दिन में आप कुछ कर नहीं सकते हो. हाँ, अगर आपको लग रहा है आप कोई एल्गो भूल जा रहे हो तो आप उसको चेकआउट कर लो, लेकिन आप कुछ कर नहीं सकते अलग से. समझने की कोशिश करो. समझ रहे हो? गॉट इट? हैज एवरीवन गॉट इट? अगेन, अब समझ में आ गया ना सबको? आई जस्ट वांटेड डिफर बिट, बस एक डिफर बिट खोज लेंगे, ठीक है? ओके, शुड वी कोड? आई थिंक वी शुड. परफेक्ट. So let's take the number, let's take the array. Again, not code in C++, फिर लोग बोलेंगे जावा में बोलता है, सूडो कोड बोलता है एंड कोड करता है C++ में. I'll write the सूडो कोड only, okay? कहाँ चला गया? ठीक है, शुरू करते हैं. अच्छा था ना क्वेश्चन? बिल्डअप कैसा लगा? मतलब पहले अप्रोच, पहले ब्रूट, फिर थोड़ा एफिशिएंट. दिस इज हाउ यू प्रेजेंट योर सॉल्यूशंस इन इंटरव्यू. दिस इज हाउ यू शुड गिव एन इंटरव्यू. दिस इज द मेन वे यू शुड गिव एन इंटरव्यू. अदरवाइज रिजेक्ट हो जाते हैं लोग. People directly tell the solution, which is wrong. You have to build up a solution. You have to build up. You have to show how beautiful is the solution. ठीक है? चलो. Let's. What is the first thing that I need? I need my XOR, right? So let's keep the XOR as 0, and let's then traverse from I equal to 0 till n. Okay, pseudocode I'm writing. So XOR equal to XOR A of I. So can I say this XOR is what, indeed, according to our explanation of the example, this XOR will be 2. This XOR will be 2 according to our explanation, correct? Right after that, what you'll do is, what did we try? In this 2, we tried to figure out which was the first bit which was set. Like, I just wanted to find out which is the differ bit. So, if you remember, how do you do this? पुराने दिन याद करो कैसे करते थे. How do you find out the rightmost bit which is set? How did you do that? How did you do that? How did you find out which is the rightmost bit which is set? Again, very simple. Probably you can keep a counter equal to 0. And if you remember in the previous class, I told you how do you iterate in a bit. That's basically saying while XOR, if XOR and 1, that means that bit is set. If it is set, you can just simply break out. You can simply break out, right? Or else what you'll do, you will say counter plus plus, and it'll do a XOR equal to XOR of right shift of 1, right? Right shift of 1. So see, what this will do is, realize what this will do. Initially, what is the value of XOR? 2. Counter is 0, correct? So while XOR goes in, XOR, what is XOR? 2. 2 and 1. Now if you do 2 and 1, what will happen? This will come up as a 0, 0, 0. So it's an unset. So this line will come up and the counter will become 1, right? The counter becomes 1. Now the next line, XOR right shift of 1. So this 0, 1, 0, 0 will convert itself to 0, 0, 1. Correct? So right shift has happened. Now again you'll go back while XOR. Yes, that's correct. So while XOR and 1. So 1 and you do and 1. This time you'll get 1, 0, 0. So the number that you get is 1, right? So this time it is okay and you break out. The moment you break out, the counter was 1. So this is how you can get the rightmost, like as I said, you just need to find a differ bit. So I just made sure that I find the rightmost differ bit. Just in case, because I wanted to reduce the complexity. Because if I find the rightmost set bit, that will take me lesser time to find, na? Because I'm doing a break as soon as I find it. ठीक है? n and n-1 कर सकते हैं क्या? कर सकते हैं क्या? हाँ कर सकते हैं शायद. नहीं कर सकते. n and n-1 आपको वो कर देगा ना, मतलब ऑफ कर देता है. It unsets the rightmost bit. I need the index. अपन को index चाहिए. We need the index of the rightmost bit, right? Isn't it? We want the index 1. Right? We want the index. So you have to iterate and get the index. Perfect. Clear till here? यहाँ तक क्लियर है? ठीक आप बता दो क्लियर है कि नहीं. ठीक है. अभी अपन के पास पता है कि count is 1, right? We know count is 1. You can do from left. See, do wherever. I just want to find a differ bit. Okay. Now, I want to segregate them into 2 sets. So, what am I doing actually? If you remember, after segregating them into 2 sets, I actually did a XOR. So, why do you want to put them into a data structure? Why don't you do a XOR directly? Like, if you remember, the set was like 5, and then there was a 1, then there was a 4, right? 1, 1, 4, 4, ऐसा था ना? So, why to create a set? Why to create a set? There's no need to create a set, na? The moment you get a 5, just keep doing the XOR, na? Just keep doing the XOR. So what I'll do is, I'll keep a XOR 1, which will have the XOR of set 1, and I'll keep a XOR 2, right? And now what I'll do is, I'll reiterate I equal to 0 till n. And what I'll set is, is this first bit set or not? So if a of I, and how do you find the first bit is set or not? Remember yesterday's class? Remember the first class on bit manipulation? This is how you will know if it is set or not, right? If this is giving you a non-zero value, this means it is set. If it is set, let's take it into XOR1, okay? Let's take it into XOR1. So if it is set, you will just take it into XOR1 and you'll say A of I, or else you'll take it into XOR2 and I'll say A of I. So what you can do is you can print both the numbers now. That's XOR1 and the second number is XOR2. Perfect. Got it? Got it, everyone? No, कुणाल, n and n minus 1 नहीं, n and complement of n भी नहीं देगा. थोड़ा सोचो. मतलब दे देगा, मुझे पता नहीं. मतलब मैंने तुम लोगों को बहुत ही नहीं वे बताया, which is okay. Is this clear? Is this entire code clear? Instead of putting them into two different sets, if you remember, instead of putting them into two different sets, I hope you understand, I'm not putting them into two different sets. What I did was, I simply, like, whenever I got a 5, I put them into XOR1. Whenever I got a 1, I put them into XOR1. Whenever I got a 4, like, this is how I do it, right? If condition, this means if the first bit is set or not. This means if the first bit is set or not. If the first bit is set or not. Right? Got it? Yes, tomorrow I'll have a session. Tomorrow we will be solving Amazon interview experience. Like, I'll pick up any random Amazon interview experience and we will completely solve it in live. Like, I'll solving it live. I'll tell you how to basically approach Amazon interview questions. That's what tomorrow I've planned. And the question nahi hai, Sarnavaz, the question is not that. The question clearly states that there will be, this condition will always be true. This condition will always be true and the solution only works for this condition. Right. If you change the question, then you have to think of any other logic, right? This is nothing but, yeah, this checks if the bit is set or not. At the moment you're traversing in this, you'll check. In one is this, right? The first bit is set or not. That's very simple. This is how you do, na? 1 left shift of 1. That is what I've written. Okay? Got it? Has everyone got this? Text JD is saying, can you repeat? Yeah, sure. Tech, what were we doing? We were basically putting, like, क्या कर रहे थे अपन क्या कर रहे थे, अगर आपको याद है? We are saying 5 का first bit is 0. Right? This is what I said. And 7 का first bit is 1. And after that, what you did was, you took elements and you put it into sets. Right? Like 1 आया, फिर आपका 4 आया था, फिर 4, फिर 1, फिर 5 आया था. Right? So you just take up this element and you're saying XOR 1. XOR 1 पे 1 हो जा. फिर you got a 4, so you said 1 पे हो जा. फिर you said a 4, you got a 1 पे हो जा. 1 पे हो जा. तो अल्टीमेटली अगर XOR 1 पे मैं सारा XOR करके रखूंगा तो अल्टीमेट नंबर तो मुझे 5 ही मिलेगा ना, XOR 1 का वैल्यू. समझे? समझ में आया? ओके देता है तो सही है. मतलब मेरे को चेक करके देखना होगा. अब काफ़ी सारे ऑपरेशंस होते हैं. जनरली व्हेन आई कोड, आई ऑलवेज थिंक ऑफ ऑपरेशन कैसे काम करता है, फिर मैं करता हूँ. याद नहीं रहता है ये सारे, मतलब करते करते हम लोग करते हैं. अब समझ में आ गया? इज दिस क्लियर? चलो बढ़िया बात है. तो पहला क्वेश्चन तो क्लियर है ना? इरेज कर रहा हूँ. I've erased it. Okay, next question. यहां तक क्लियर हो गया तो कोई डाउट है यहां तक? Any doubt in bit manipulation till here? You can definitely ask me if there is any doubt till here. I told you now how to get first bit. Linear traversal in bit. Traverse from the back. In the XOR, traverse from the back. Man, Just told you, traverse from the back. This is how you do it. This is how you do it. You just need to traverse from the back, man. And from the back, keep on traversing. And the moment you get the last bit as one, breakout. Okay, Sahil. Okay, complexity. I did not discuss complexity. This is a BGO of n. This will hardly take BGO of 32 bits, assuming it's an integer and like at max. So, and this is nothing but BGO of n. So can I say the time complexity can be written as approximated to BGO of n, whereas I'm using a space complexity of BGO of 1. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. So that's what the time complexity and time space complexity is. ठीक है, बढ़िया, बहुत सही. काउंट प्लस प्लस यार, ये बहुत सिंपल है यार. ये क्या कर रहे हो तुम? पिछला क्लास अटेंड नहीं किए हो ना. काउंट क्या है? पहले नंबर, लेट्स से एक नंबर लेते हैं. लेट्स से जोर की नंबर लेते हैं 1000. Let's take Zor as this. Okay, this is the binary Zor. First time Zor comes in, checks up this guy. No. Does a right shift. So the number boils down to 00. Next time checks this. Doesn't happens. Right shift 10. Again checks this. Doesn't happens. Right shift. Again checks this. Happen. So breaks. So I'm just counting how many right shifts I've done. 1, 2, 3. So third bit is set 0, 1, 2, 3. Got it? ठीक है, ठीक है, ये कर लो. अगर if you can do this in BGO of 1, you can do this. I don't have the operation on hand, but I have to think. But if there is an operation, you can definitely use that. I think कुछ होगा, complement से related कुछ होगा, मुझे याद नहीं है, but yeah, complement से related, if you just think on that, you probably can get it in BGO of 1. The main criteria of today's class was to solve this problem, I think, which I've done comfortably. ठीक है, चेक कर लो. ठीक है, अरे कोई स्पैम करने मना करो. Okay, so next question. Given n integers, okay, given n integers, print the XOR of all subsets. That's what the question is. Print the XOR of all subsets. For an example, if I give you array as 1, 3, 2, okay, so what are the subsets that this 1, 3, 2 can have? One subset will be 1, the other subset will be 3, the other subset will be 2, the other subset will be 1, 3, okay, the other subset will be 1, 2, the other subset will be, हाँ तब ठीक है, if that works, Vedant, that works. 2, 3, while the other subset will be, I think, 1, 2, 3. So can I say these are all the subsets of this array? I'm assuming everyone knows subsets. By the way, stream किसी ने like नहीं किया. This is very bad. Yeah, stream like करो पहले. So these are the subsets. So this is a number. So if I take the XOR of this subset, it's 1. If I take the XOR of 3, that's 3. If I take the XOR of 2, that's 2. If I take the XOR of 1 XOR 3, so that's basically 1 XOR 3. That's gonna give you 2. If I take this XOR of 1 XOR 2, I think that's gonna give you 3. 2 XOR 3, I think that's gonna give you 1. And this is 1 XOR 2 XOR 3, I think that's gonna give you 0. So if I try to do a XOR, I think 1 XOR 1, 3 XOR 3, 2 XOR 2, I think 0 dega. So this is what I want, the ultimate answer. I want you to give me the XOR of all subsets. I want you to give me the XOR of all subsets. Question clear? Question clear? Is the question clear? हाँ तो वो कुछ नहीं होगा तो there is also an empty subset. In case of empty subset, it will be a 0. It is 0. So yeah. Any idea how to do this? Any idea on how to do this? कैसे करोगे? कोई आइडिया है? Is there any idea on how to do this, guys? Is there any idea on how to do this? अरे जोर मैं दिमाग में नहीं कर रहा हूँ, बहुत इजी है. 1 2 3 का जोर मतलब 1 जोर 2 3 होता है, 2 जोर 3 1 होता है, 1 जोर 3 2 होता है, तो वो याद रहता है ऑल टाइम. दिस इज वेरी सिंपल यार. So can you tell me what is your approach going to be? Yes, 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 yes. I think we should given. I think Gunjan को answer पता था पहले. Gunjan OP. He has given the correct answer. He says that answer will always be 0. He says answer will always be 0. Why? Why will the answer be always 0? Now, when I'm creating a subset, what am I actually doing? I'm doing a XOR of all subsets, and in subset also I'm doing a XOR. So ultimately, I'm doing a XOR of all elements. समंदर में जितने element है, मतलब ultimately मैं क्या करूँ? 1s or 3s or 2s or 1s or 3, 1s or 2, 2s or 3, 1s or 2. समंदर in the ocean, whatever the number of elements are, I'm doing a XOR of everyone, right? So if I can figure out what is the occurrence of every element, I think I should be able to do this. If you roll back to the recursion class that I took, do you remember? If I'm looking to form subsets, there are 3 indexes, and every index can either be in the subset or not in the subsets, which is pick or not pick, pick or not pick, pick or not pick. So how many options, like how many ways can a number be in a subset? I'll be like, that's 2. That's even. That's gonna be even, right? That's gonna be even. Like if you carefully observe over here, यहाँ पे देखो, ये 1 कितना बार है गिनते हैं? This one is actually once, one is twice, one is thrice, one is 4 times. So I see 1 is actually 4 times, and if you carefully 3 will also be 4 times, and 2 will also be 4 times. So if every number is appearing even number of times, so can I definitely say this? समंदर में सब कोई इवन नंबर है, तो सब कोई का XOR अंडा 0 हो जाएगा. Can I say this? Can I say this? Yes or no? वैसे फेस वाला सही लग रहा है क्या? मेरे को आइडिया नहीं है फेस वाला कैसा है. द हाउ इज द सेटअप ऑफ फेस? आई लाइकिंग द फेस सेटअप, और यू लाइक दैट मैं हूं नहीं? कौन सा वाला सही लगता है? कौन सा सेटअप सही लगता है? मैं हूं नहीं, या फिर फेस है छोटा सा नीचे फेस है, या 30-70 एक छोटा फेस एक रहता है नीचे लेफ्ट कॉर्नर राइट कॉर्नर ऊपर, या फिर एक बड़ा सा ऐसा 30%? Again, for people who are writing na yes, I'll not entertain your doubts. No yes in my class. Like even if I'm saying write yes, don't write yes. Like that means OP. ठीक है? बैकग्राउंड चेंज करना है, बता देना. कलर सजेस्ट कर देना, रख देंगे. ठीक है? कलर छोटा फेस वाला सही है. अरे छोटा फेस वाले में ना मैं दिखता नहीं हूँ, मुझे ऐसा फीलिंग है, मुझे थोड़ा सा स्क्रीन प्रेजेंस चाहिए. ठीक है? ओके. सो XOR विल बी 0, राइट? XOR विल बी 0. वन एलिमेंट पे भी वो वन एलिमेंट पे जब करोगे तो दिक्कत हो जाएगा, लेकिन एन इंटीजर्स पे काम कर जाएगा. वन एलिमेंट पे देयर विल बी अ प्रॉब्लम. यस, वन एलिमेंट पे देयर विल बी अ प्रॉब्लम. आई एग्री ऑन दैट. वन एलिमेंट पे दिस विल नॉट वर्क, बट या अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट, इफ यू टेक एनी अदर नंबर्स, इट्स गोना वर्क. Perfect. Let's get started. Let's get started with something which is known as subsets. Generating all the subsets. We're gonna see this stuff. Generating all the subsets is what we are gonna learn. Single element edge case. भैया पिंक लगाओ, लड़कियों को पसंद है. ओके, पिंक लगाएंगे. ठीक है. Generate all the subsets. What if I give you something like array as 3, 2 and a 4, okay, and I want you to specifically generate all the subsets. Now as you saw the subsets, I want you to generate all the subsets. कैसे करेंगे अपन? How do you generate all the subsets? That's the biggest question. Like how do you generate all the subsets? That's the biggest question. It's a very simple trick, very, very simple trick. Okay, so always do this. Always write, like, if it's a 3, n is 3, right? The number of elements is 3. So 2 to the power 3 is 8. So 2 to the power 3 is 8. And these will be the number of subsets. These will be the number of subsets. Okay? And if these are the number of subsets, what we will do is, we will start writing the numbers in this fashion. Okay? We'll start writing the numbers in this fashion. So once you have written the numbers in this fashion, what you will do is, you'll start writing 0, 1, 2. Perfect. Bitwise. This is bit index. Remember, this is bit index. This is bit index and this is number, like 0, 1, 2. Now, if you have done digital electronics, और वो बचपन में पढ़े थे ना, याद है कैसे पढ़े थे? 0, 0, 0, 0. You remember your school days, guys? Remember your school days? This is how you used to fill up truth table. Remember? How many of you remember? School OP, school याद है? School याद है? School के दिन, वो दिन भी क्या दिन थे? वो दिन भी क्या दिन थे, isn't it? So remember this, right? So now, एक A में सेशन रखा जाए क्या आसपास कभी, so that I can interact with all of you. Let's. So we have a 0, 0, 0, right? तो जब स्कूल जाने को मिलता था, तो इसको ना, we'll take this 0, 0, 0 and we'll try to do something. See what we'll do. 0, 0, 0. Remember, 0 means इसको नहीं लेंगे. 0 means नहीं लेंगे. 0 means I will not take. 1 means I will take. ठीक है? So this is the 0th index. Sorry, this is the 0th index. This is the first index. This is the second index. So it says you'll take no one. So this is an empty subset. Okay, this is an empty subset. Okay, next, this one will be 0 bit is set. So you'll take the 0th element. So this becomes 3. This says first bit is set. So you'll take the first index guy, that's 2. This says 0 as well as the first index is set. So you'll take the subsets 3, 2. This says only the second subset is set. So you will only take 4. Okay. This says 0 and the second is set, which will mean you'll take 3 as well as 4. Okay. This says first and second is set, which means 2 and 4. This says 0, 1, 2 is set. So you will take 3, 2, 4. So if you carefully observe, I have actually generated all the subsets. Did you understand this? Did you understand this? Did you understand this? Do you understand this, guys? स्ट्रीम का लाइक 200 पहुंचा. 200 लाइक्स टारगेट करो. 200 लाइक्स. 1 होगा, 4 नहीं. कहाँ? अरे यहाँ पे 3 to 4 है. दिस इज व्हाट इज माय एरे. कोड बता रहा हूँ यार, सबका ही तो कोड बता रहा हूँ. ठीक है, perfect. Something to observe. How do you write this? How do you write such codes? Very simple. What's the first thing that you're doing work on? Think on that. The first thing that you're doing work on is 0. The next thing that you're doing work on is 1. The next thing that you're doing work on is 2. The next thing, that's 3. Next thing is 4. Next thing is 5. Next thing is 6. Next thing is 7 that you're doing work on. Right? Up. You're doing on this. Correct? So why don't you run a loop for that? If you're wanting to write a code, why don't you run a loop? So if I run a loop like number equal to 0 till 2 to the power n, what is like the last number is nothing but, can I say this number is 2 to the power n. And you know how can a 2 to the power n be written in bits? That's 1 left shift of n, right? And this number is not 2 to the power n, it's 2 to the power n minus 1. So can I say, if I write in terms of bits, can I say if I write in terms of bits, this is what I will get. 2 to the power n means 1 left shift of n, right? And minus 1, correct? So what I will do is 2 to the power n minus 1, so that's 2 to the power n minus 1, okay? So I've written all the for loops. अरे भाई क्लास देख ले, बाद में वापस घर में जाके लाइक मारना. करंट चला गया तो यार सबका टाइम वेस्ट हो जाएगा, तो ठीक है. नंबर इक्वल टू 0 मैं बता दूंगा इसके बाद. नंबर इक्वल टू 0 till 7, right? What is the next thing that I do? If first number is 0, in the 0th number, I am checking is the 0th bit set, is the first bit set, is the second bit set, right? If the number is 1, I am checking is the 0th bit set, is the first bit set, is the second bit set. If the number is 2, I am checking is the 0th bit set, is the first bit set, is the second bit set. If the number is 3, so on. So can I say I'm checking for bits? And how many bits are there? The bits are from 0, 1, 2. So bit, I'm going from 0 to 2, or that's n minus 1 bits. And can I say if I'm having a subset ka koi vector, like I can have a list in Java, in Python it can be a simple like this, and like you can just take a data structure. Let's take a data structure, normal. It can be a vector. It can be a vector in vector किसमें होगा? C++. In Java it's a list. In Python it's a normal equal to array ले दे रहा. So I'm taking a data structure which is empty, okay? And I am saying if my 0th bit in the number is set. So you know how to check if the 0th bit is set. That's 1 left shift of bit. This will make sure if the bit is set. So can I say my data structure will add that bit, that index from array. So that index from array. So can I say after this for loop is completed, I will end up getting my data structure. Like I can simply print up my data structure to get my subset, yes or no. Like you can store it, or like you can directly print it over here too. That's okay. I'm just storing it just in case you need for any use. How many of you understood this? How many of you understood this? आ गया? Has everyone got this? Guys? 200 likes, 200 likes target, 200 likes target करो 200 likes, 200 तो minimum likes होने चाहिए. Yes, you can, Ratandeep, you can. Can you please explain again? Okay, sure, I'll go across. How many of you want again? नहीं है समझ में? चलो कोई नहीं, बता देता हूँ. बता देते हैं, क्या प्रॉब्लम, बता देते हैं. If you haven't understood, no issues, man. I'll tell you. See how this works. Let's say blue color. Yeah. Abhi, what was the array? Array was 3 to 4, right? Array was 3 to 4, right? This is the 0th index. This is the first index. This is the second index. What is the first value of number when it goes inside? That's 0, correct? The first value of number is 0 when it goes inside the for loop. The data structure is empty. Bit says 0. So the number is 0, which means 0, 0, 0. The bit is 0. Goes inside number and mask. Checks if the 0th bit is set or not. No, it isn't set. Bit will increase to 1. Checks the first bit is set or not. No. Bit will increase to 2. Checks the second bit is set or not. No. Next bit will become 3 and it's over. So the for loop is over and we do not have anything in our data structure. So this is over. This is how it will work for number equal to 0. Okay? Number equal to 0 ke liye, this is how it will work. Next time this number will increase to 1. So it will come up to be 1. Okay? What is 1 in binary? That's 0, 0, 1. Correct? So bit is 0. Goes to the 0th bit and checks, is this set? It is. So what it will do is a of 0. So a of 0 is 3. Takes it and puts this into a data structure. Next time, which value will increase to 1? Checks, unset. Next, checks, unset. Again, over. So this is how you will get a data structure or get a subset which is only having 3. But in this way, can I say it's gonna increase and gonna check, like it's gonna increase from 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and every time you just have to loop 0, 1, 2. Up clear hai? Up clear hai? Is this clear now? Is this now clear? या अगेन चाहिए? भी क्लियर हो गया? I'm expected to have it on TV series दिवाली. I'll target दिवाली. इंसान हूँ भाई, 50 वीडियो बनाने के बाद भी आराम चाहिए होता है. I need some rest. Okay, everyone got it? Right? Let's discuss the complexity. What is the complexity of this algorithm? Can you tell me in the chat box what will be the complexity of this algorithm? Just analyze and tell me what will be the complexity of this algorithm. क्या complexity होगा? This is something which is known as power set. This is something which is known as power set algorithm. Can you tell me what is the complexity of this power set algorithm? Complexity. Yes, it is high. It is high. It is indeed high. It is indeed high. Okay, someone is saying number of set bits into n. Okay, someone is saying n into 2 to the power n. Who's correct? Okay, n plus 2 to the power n. Okay, realize. How do you get the complexity? Complexity is nothing but outer loop into inner loop. How many times is your outer loop running? Analyze this. It's running from 0 to 2 to the power n minus 1, which is indeed 2 to the power n, right? Which is indeed 2 to the power n. The outer loop is running for 2 to the power n. And what is the inner loop running? The inner loop is always, very important, the inner loop is always running for n times. So can I say this will be my complexity, which is very high, which is very, very high. Yes, it is very, very high. It is indeed very, very high. Okay, so to the power n into n. Now, when can this be applicable? This algorithm is only applicable when the values of n are around, when the values of n are around 16, 17, 18, like near about that, like 18, 19, 20, not beyond 20. Why not beyond 20? Because if you just, for an example, do 2 to the power 30 into 30, just try to compute this number. Let's have this computation. If I do 2 to the power 30 into 30, let's see what number comes up. Let's look at this. This is huge, man. This is huge. This is definitely going to give you TLE. That's why I said this algorithm only runs for something like n equal to this. Got it? ठीक है, समझ में आ गया? मैं सेशन कितना देर कंटिन्यू होगा इससे, इसको क्यों पूछना है? क्या क्या करोगे उससे? देखना है, आपके पास टाइम है तो आप देखो, अगर आपको बाद में देखना है आप शट डाउन करो. सेशन कितना देर तक कंटिन्यू, इससे क्या क्या करोगे आप, मेरे को बताओ. Okay, so I'll give you one question which we will solve, which is Peter and combination lock from Codeforces, and you will see how a power set can be used over here. So this is the question, guys. You can definitely Google Peter and combination lock. Google Peter and combination lock in order to solve this question, guys. Google Peter and combination lock. Okay. ये वाला क्वेश्चन गूगल कर लो, कर लेते हैं. this I when I was doing competitive coding, like when I started, मैं 2019 में थर्ड ईयर में था, then I could not solve this problem. I could not solve this problem. I'm very ashamed now, like, but ठीक है. This is where I learned this algorithm. I could not solve it because I could not cover some edge cases, but now I know this, so this is why I'm teaching this. It's a very good problem. ठीक है. नहीं अभी करना है, अभी करना है. क्वेश्चन पढ़ो. I want you to read the question. I'll give you 5 minutes to read the question. I will give you 5 minutes to read the question, and you can read the question, and definitely read the question, and then we will start it. I'm not sure if it is in one screen, but yeah, I think this is. I know it is not in one screen, but please just try to have this. Just try to read this so that I can actually go through this problem. 5 minutes है करने के. क्वेश्चन पढ़ो, सॉल्व करो. हाउ टू इम्प्लीमेंट दैट स्टफ दैट I've taught you. That is what I want you, यार. करना क्या पूछ रहे हो. Okay, the times like 11:13. The times 11:13, so I'll start definitely at Presentify. Presentify कहाँ है भाई. आज मैं स्क्रीन पे नहीं लिख सकता क्या. ओ भाई ये क्या चल रहा है. स्क्रीन पे नहीं लिख सकता क्या. कमांड ऑप्शन है भाई. आजा भाई. हाँ लिख सकता हूँ. Okay, so this is the question. Please go through this. The times like 11:13. I'll start it at 11:16. फॉन्ट छोटा इसलिए तो बोला खुद गूगल कर लूँ. ये अरे ये नहीं दिखेगा यार, थोड़ा इशू है स्क्रीन शेयरिंग लेके. गूगल पीटर एंड कॉम्बिनेशन लॉक एंड ट्राई टू सॉल्व दिस. My pass out year is 2020. That's when I passed out. This was January 4, 2019. I think I was in third year. हाँ थर्ड ईयर का 6th सेमेस्टर में था तब. 5th या 6th सेमेस्टर. Come on guys, come on. What do you think? How to solve this? कैसे करना है सोचो यार. मतलब बैठे क्यों, क्वेश्चन पढ़ो. How to solve this बताओ. एकदम. किक स्टार्ट हम देते नहीं हैं क्योंकि टाइम नहीं मिलता है. नो क्लू. दिस इज अ बी लेवल क्वेश्चन यार. यस आई एम नॉट श्योर. नहीं है तो डाउनलोड कर लो. Like I have a contract for 6-7 months, so I'll be teaching for 6-7 months on this channel. Not sure about after that what. But yeah, I have a contract for 6 months, so I'll be teaching for 6 months on this channel. So you can expect a lot of content on this channel from me, at least for the next 6 months. ठीक है, क्वेश्चन करते हैं. What is the question stating? ठीक है, what is the question stating? So basically the question is stating कि it's giving there's a Peter guy. ठीक है, there's a Peter guy and there's a lock, and the lock is like 0. ये क्या हो गया भाई. क्या मतलब आज ही के दिन सारा पंगा आज ही होना है क्या. एरो क्यों बन रहे भाई. अरे भाई साहब ये क्या हो गया. ये इसके एक सेकंड इसको बंद ही करता हूँ. प्रेजेंटिफाई बंद कैसे करूँ मैं? अरे भाई क्या हो गया? कमांड ऑप्शन ए आ गया अभी. चलो आते हैं इधर. So there's a guy Peter, right? There's a guy Peter. So he has a lock with him. Okay, he has a lock with him. This lock is something like 0. Okay, and this is something like 190. This is something like 180, and this is something like 270. So it's an entire circle, and this is like 10, 12, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay, and after that it goes on. Now it has been said that Peter will be given you a test, like he has forgotten the lock key. He has forgotten the lock key. Okay, so if he has forgotten the lock key, अभी क्या हो रहा है कि अगर उसने lock key भूल गया है, तो he called someone, and that guy told him the lock key. Like the lock key that he told him was 10, 20, 30. ठीक है, lock key that he was being told was 10, 20, 30. Now the guy forgot to tell you, like the lock is initially here, you have to move it, you have to move something like this, ऐसा move करना है, and when you're moving it will open. ठीक है, अभी the guy gave him numbers to move, but he forgot to tell him in which direction to move, in this or in this. Got it? ऐसे करो या ऐसे. Like for an example, if it's a 10, he tries to move 10 rightwards, 20 clockwise again, 30 clockwise again. So he'll end up reaching 60. So if he does a clockwise, he'll end up reaching 60, and the lock will never open. The lock will only open if after performing clock, anti, whatever you're performing, it should reach back 0. It should reach back 0. So for an example, on this given 10, 20, 30, on this example 10, 20, 30, if I do a 10, I do another 20, so I'll do a clock, and I do a anti-clock. Don't you think I'll reach back 0? Don't you think I'll reach back 0? Yes, indeed. Indeed, I will. Indeed, I will. So I can say that yes, it is possible. Yes, it is possible. So you will be given an array of integers. You need to tell a yes if you can actually figure out a combination. If you can, like, you don't have to print the combination. If you can figure out a combination such that the lock can be open, you tell a yes or no. Clear a question? Up clear a question? Is it clear to everyone? Okay, so think and tell me what will be the answer for this. What will be the answer for this? What do you think? What will be the answer for this? Yes or no? What will be the answer for 90, 90, 90, 90? The question is Peter and combination lock. The question is Peter and combination lock. Just Google Peter and combination lock code forces, you'll get the question. What will be the answer for this? Just think here. What will be the answer for this? So what if I do a plus, I do a plus, I do a plus, I do a plus. So what will happen is I will rotate it 90, 90, 90, 90. मैं घूम गया, but समझ गया ना? 90, 90, 90, 90, 90. So I'll automatically reach 0. You will automatically reach 0. Got it? So I will be like, yes, that's possible. Yes, that's possible. Got it? So this is possible. Now, what if I give you something like, let's say let's think. What if I give you something like what if I give you something like 270, 270, 270? ये possible है? Is this possible? Think and tell me, is this possible? Is 270, 270 and 270 possible? Is it possible? 270, 270 possible है कि नहीं? सोचो सोचो थोड़ा सोचो. Is this possible? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. If I do a 270, I do again a 270. Like if you just keep on doing 270, I think you'll do 2 complete turns. Don't you think if you do 270, like you'll do नहीं 270 पे 2 complete turns होता है क्या? 270 into 3 कितना होता है? 270 into 3 कितना होता है? I think 720 होगा क्या? 720 8 अच्छा 9 होगा 4 हो जाएगा शायद. Yeah, this is possible. So if there would have been 4 turns, if this will be a no, this will be a no, but this will be a no because you cannot. But if there are 4, so understand the ultimate. Can I say the ultimate is if you can clock anti and you get a sum which is modulated 360 equal to 0, then it's a possible. Like you might reach घुमा के 3 टर्न घुमा लिया 4 टर्न घुमा लिया 5 टर्न घुमा लिया, but ultimately can I say if the sum, whatever is your sum, and you modulate it to 360 and you get a 0, is it possible? So I have figured out a solution. I just have to figure out what is sum. But have you got the answer? Sum modulo 360 should be 0, right? अरे कोर्स फीस हाई है, मतलब if a teacher is teaching you like इधर आप 200 जन पढ़ रहे हो, उधर अगर आप 30-40 जन पढ़ रहे हो एंड आप 4 महीने पढ़ रहे हो एक बंदे से, तो यार थोड़ा तो फीस होगा ही ना. मतलब आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि मैं देखो 5,000 में तो कोई नहीं पढ़ाने वाला, क्योंकि देयर इज अ इंस्ट्रक्टर फीस, देयर इज अ प्लेटफॉर्म फीस, देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ फीस. एंड ऐसा भी नहीं है कि आपको 14K पे मैं सिर्फ 2 महीने पढ़ा रहा हूँ. इट्स 4 months which आई एम टीचिंग 66 hours that आई एम गिविंग टू यू. 66 hours इज अ लॉट मैन. एक कमिटमेंट होता है. 4 महीने के लिए मैं सैटरडे संडे कहीं घूमने नहीं जा सकता. आप लोग सैटरडे संडे घूमने जा सकते हो. आई हैव अ कमिटमेंट टू यू फॉर 4 months. आई कैनॉट इवन गो आउट एनीवे 4 months के लिए. सैटरडे संडे एवरी डे क्रिकेट मैच मैं देख नहीं सकता. देयर इज अ कमिटमेंट यार, समझना पड़ेगा ये सब चीज़ें आपको. आई एम नॉट सेइंग आप आओ कोर्स लो. देयर इज एनफ फ्री कंटेंट ऑन द इंटरनेट. इफ यू वांट टू रीड यू कैन रीड, बट या अगर आपको वो लाइव क्लासेस चाहिए तब वो अलग चीज़ है यार. आई एम नॉट सेइंग आप आके पढ़ो. देयर इज अ लॉट ऑफ कंटेंट ऑन माय चैनल, यू कैन रीड दैट. There is no point in saying hi hai ki nahi, because I'm not forcing someone. That's completely your choice. If you want to take it for life 1:1, then only you can come across. And 14K पे सिर्फ मेरा नहीं, आपको सारा कंटेंट मिल जाएगा जो है प्लेटफॉर्म पे. ठीक है, चलो. बेकार ये हाई है बोल के कोई फायदा नहीं है यार. यू नीड टू अंडरस्टैंड ऑल दी फ्रंट. अगर आप खुद ही पढ़ाओगे एंड मैं आपको बोलूँगा 2,000 लेके सबको पढ़ाओ, तुम खुद ही नहीं पढ़ाओगे. तुम खुद ही अपने पे लेके देखो. 4 महीने के लिए मैं तुमको बोलता हूँ पढ़ाने के लिए, तुम पढ़ाओगे रोज 2 बजे आके दिन में? नहीं ना. खुद पे लो यार. अब जबरदस्ती पता है वो एक लोग प्रीसेट कर देते हैं महंगा है. अगर आप लॉजिकली सोचोगे इट्स नॉट कॉस्टली, बिकॉज इफ समवन इज गिविंग यू लाइव आवर्स इट हैज़ अ कॉस्ट. सेम विथ यू यार. इफ यू आर वर्किंग फॉर ए कंपनी फॉर 9 hours a day, you take पैसा फ्रॉम देम. ठीक है. Okay, so Abhi, how will we come back to sum? How will we come back to sum? Sum, can I say it's nothing but I'm doing a plus minus? Like either I'll do a plus or minus. How can I make sure that all the combinations of plus minus can be done? So if you carefully observe, look at the constraint. Look at the constraint. Which algorithm, guys? Which algorithm? Constraint n lesser than equal to 15. It gives you an idea कि bit mask भी है इधर. So power set, yes, power set, n is 15. So how can you do this? For an example, if you had this example, 10, 20, 30 ले लेते हैं. ठीक है. The array was 10, 20, 30. ठीक है. This was the array which is 0, 1, 2, which is a 0, 1, 2. So basically अभी क्या है, अगर मैं इसको power set, if I write it as power set, if I write it as power set, so can I say it is 0 0 0 0 0 1, and this will be 0 1 0 0 1 1, this will be 1 0 0, this will be 1 0 1 1 1 0 1 1 1. So this is how the power set will look. This is how the power set will look, right? So can I say if I say 0 for a minus and 1 for plus, can I say I'll actually try out all combinations? Like he give me an array, but I actually try all plus minus combos. Can I? Have you understood this? Have you understood this, guys? Have you understood this, guys? अरे यार, ये एक्चुअली प्रॉब्लम है, मैं रात को 12 बजे सेशन ले रहा हूँ, एंड अगर मैं टीम को बोलूँगा 12 बजे कोई आके मॉडरेटर बनो, तो मुझे गालियाँ देंगे। उनको उनकी शिफ्ट खत्म हो जाती है 8 9 बजे। मैं अपना शिफ्ट के बाद क्लासेस लेता हूँ। दिस इज आउट ऑफ शिफ्ट टाइमिंग। ठीक है, तो समझ में आ गया ये प्लस माइनस वाला फंडा? हैज एवरीवन गॉट दिस प्लस माइनस वाला फंडा? यस बोल दो, यस बोल दो अगर समझ में आ गया तो, प्लस माइनस वाला फंडा। Right, so basically what will happen is you will end up actually trying out everything. Like this means backward minus 10, backward minus 20, backward minus 30. This means backward minus frontward plus 10, backward minus 20, backward minus 30. This means minus 10 backward plus 20. So you can actually get everything. बट समझना पड़ेगा लेट मैं इससे पहले नहीं कर सकता, मेरा ऑफिस ही खत्म होता है 9 बजे, एंड ट्रस्ट मी आई वर्क। देखो मैं 12 से 9 इधर काम कर रहा हूँ, मतलब मेरा ऑफिस टाइमिंग होता है, फिर मैं 10 से ऑलमोस्ट 12 हो जाता है तुमको पढ़ाता हूँ, एंड इसके बाद आई विल प्रिपेयर ट्री सीरीज फ्रॉम 1 to 4 और 5, क्योंकि तुम लोग इतने ज़्यादा कमेंट करते हो ट्री सीरीज लाओ, तो तुम्हें समझ नहीं आता कि मतलब एक वीडियो बनाने में इतना देर लगता है, तो 50 वीडियो बनाने में टाइम लगता है, राइट? दिस इज माई स्केड्यूल यार, ये थोड़ा सा सोचा करो। ठीक है, सो इधर क्या हो गया -30, इधर हो गया आपका +10 +20 -30, इधर हो गया -10 -20 +30, and similarly you can get everything. So can I say my code will be something like this? If you remember, for number equal to 0 till 1 left shift of n-1, that's how your power set looks like. Can I keep a sum equal to 0? And can I say for, like I can keep a flag also, flag as 0, and can I keep a for which says bits equal to 0 to n-1, right? And can I say if number and 1 left shift of bits is set, that means it's a plus, the bit is set, that means it's a plus, or else can I say it's a minus? And at the end, can I say if sum modulo 360 equal to 0, I can probably set a flag equal to 1 and I can break out. The moment I get flag equal to 1, I'll break out. Is this, like, go through this code and tell me if this is clear. Go through this code and tell me if this is clear. People are asking me to teach in Hindi. इंटरव्यू भी इंग्लिश में, हिंदी में दे देना, ठीक है? उधर क्या बोलोगे? नहीं हिंदी में बोल रहे क्वेश्चन, हिंदी में बोल, नहीं तो मैं इंटरव्यू नहीं दूंगा, ये बोलोगे क्या? हैक हुआ था क्योंकि आई डिड नॉट कंसिडर दिस. मैं थोड़ा जीरो सारा केसेस ले रहा था. आई डिड नॉट कंसिडर दिस मॉड्यूलो केस. It's hacked because I made a mess over here. The condition that I took over here was a mess. That is why it was hacked. अब बंगाली में पढ़ाएंगे, कल बोलना स्पेनिश में पढ़ाने. चलो बढ़िया बात है, बहुत सही, समझ में आ गया नहीं ये. Let's do one more question where I teach you how to design a set data structure which is going to be used in dynamic programming. That's usually known as bit masking. Bit masking सुना होगा नाम, बड़े बड़े कम्पिटेटिव कोडर्स कहते रहते हैं बिट मास्किंग बिट मास्किंग. सुना होगा ना बिट मास्किंग का नाम? बिट मास्किंग का नाम सुना है? मॉड्यूल आई टोल्ड यू यार, अब मैं इस पे रिपीट नहीं आ रहा हूं. Let's come across to something which is known as bit masking. ठीक है, yeah, target sum है Ranjan is a target sum, but recursion will do it in a faster method. Recursion, if you have seen my recursion masterclass, it will do in 2 to the power n, whereas over here it's, see, the recursion takes 2 to the power n, where the power set takes 2 to the power n into n. Okay, we generally use recursion, but yeah, power set can also be used. It's an algorithm. Perfect. Yes, backtracking से भी कर सकते हो यार. Perfect. For people who have joined late, you need to go back and watch it. Okay, bit masking. So I tell you that you have to design a set data structure. You have to design a set data structure. So how many of you know what is a set data structure? Can you just write the definition of set data structure in the comments? Design a set data structure which gives you operations like addition of elements, removal of elements, and printing all elements. Print all elements. And you know, set data structure prints all elements in ascending order. Set data structure prints all elements in ascending order. ठीक है? How company allows you to do YouTube? Company से क्या relation है? I'm not working as a software engineer anywhere. This is my passion of teaching, man. If I would have been working as a freelancer, as a web developer, then there is a conflict of interest. You need to understand, conflict of interest arises when you do the similar task that you are being paid for somewhere. And this is teaching. Teaching is absolutely fine. मैं company में भी पढ़ाता हूँ बहुत बार. Like I give knowledge sessions in companies also. It's a कोई topic मुझे अच्छे से आता है, I give knowledge sessions. They also give. Teaching is absolutely okay. Even मेरे company के लोग मेरे videos देखते हैं. So they're absolutely okay with it. वो share भी करते हैं. And they also like my catchy thumbnails. बहुत कुछ like. See, it works. If you're teaching, there will be no problem. ठीक है, bit masking. So now the constraint says x will be somewhere between this. Like the numbers will not be more than 60, or I can say 62, 63. Like take it 60 and solve it. Numbers will not be more than 60. It will be not be lesser than 0. And it prints all the elements. It removes x. It adds x. Okay. What is a set data structure? What's a set data structure? Set data structure stores unique elements. Okay, and in ascending order. That is a set data. For an example, if I tell you add 5, add 1, add 5, add 3, remove 5, and then print. If I give you the print function, this basically means add 5. Your set should have 5, Add 1, your set should have 1. Add 5, your set is already having a 5. Add 3, add 3. Remove 5, 5 removed. Print, print. Got this set data structure, what I want to implement. But yes, x will always be lesser than 60. Have you understood this? Have you understood this? समझ में आ गया ना? Thank you, Ram Ranjan. It's been 2 years from when I'm teaching, but yeah. Question clear hai? Give me OP if the question is clear. Give me OP if the question is clear. And I'll teach you an amazing technique which you can do it. So if you use a set data structure, what will be the time complexity to add, to remove, and to print? If you use a set data structure, what will be the time complexity to do all the operations? This is going to be a login time. This is also going to be a login time, right? Yes, Sandesh. Perfect. I want you to use a space complexity of big of 1 and a time complexity of big of 1. This is what I want you to use. I don't want you to use any space complexity. Like, I want you to use a time complexity of big of 1 and a space complexity of big of 1. Not even login. I want you to do this in big of 1 and big of 1. कैसे करोगे? सोचो. कोई बता पाएगा मेरे को आंसर? If someone can give me, he'll get a shout out. मैं देता हूँ अगर कोई कर लेगा तो. 2 मिनट देता हूँ सोचने के लिए. 11:40 पे शुरू करूंगा. जब खत्म होगा खत्म करके रख देंगे. I'll start at 11:40. ठीक है? I'll start at 11:40. Implement a set data structure which adds, removes, prints all element, but not a set. Set uses login. I want you to implement all these, like these two functions, in this space complexity and time complexity. Got the question? Rohit and everyone? Has everyone got the question? Okay, Rahul is perfect. Yes. Perfect. Integer had 32 bits, so which has 60 bits? Let's come to the answer. Can I what if I write something like this? Just tell me if I'm correct on this, okay? But बताना मैं सही हूँ कि नहीं? If I write a long and x equal to 0, what does this signify? Like, computer क्या रखता है? Don't you think computer stores it as 0? Like in binary, it's. Don't you think this is what the computer stores? Don't you think computer stores 64 bits, right? Computer stores 64 bits, right? Array. Computer stores 64 bits, and if I'm writing x equal to 0, it's a space complexity of big of 1. Like, it's taking bits, but yeah, that is almost negligible. So can I say this is almost very small space complexity? I'm storing 64 bits. Now I know this is the 0th bit. I know this is the first bit. I know this is the second bit, and this is the 63rd bit. This is 62nd bit. This is 61st bit, and this is the 60th bit. Correct? Right? Rahul, shout out. Thank you. Rahul and Aditya, well done. Okay. So अभी आते हैं. Long x equal to 0. So add of x जब मैं बोलता हूँ, let's say मैं add of 5 बोलता हूँ. What if I say x and 1 left shift of 5? What if I set that bit? So what will happen is the 0, it'll set it, and the number will become like x will turn out to be, like if I set the 5th bit, which is 2 to the power 5, what do you think the number will become? 32. If I do this, the number becomes 32, which is indeed 0, 0, 0. अरे भाई इतने मैंने ज़िंदगी में कोर्सेस नहीं लिए, तो स्पैम मत करो. आई हैवंट टेकन एनी कोर्सेस एनी डे. तो बिना कोर्सेज की पढ़ाई होता है. अब तुमको सब हाथों पे चाहिए, तुमको मेहनत नहीं करना एंड फिर तुम बोलोगे कि फ्री में तो नहीं होने वाला ब्रो. सिंपल सिंपल एज दैट. तुमको चाहिए कि भाई मेरे को पर्सनली आके गाइड करो फ्री में. नो वन विल डू दैट. तुम खुद नहीं करेगा भाई. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. स्टॉप स्पैमिंग मैन. स्टॉप स्पैमिंग. देयर इज नो सेंस इन स्पैमिंग. वी हैवंट टेकन एनी कोर्सेस. हम लोग भी घाट घाट के ही पढ़े हैं. अगर तुमको चाहिए कि नहीं भाई मुझे आके कोई पर्सनली पढ़ाओ, वो नहीं होने वाला डूड. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ठीक है. सो फिफ्थ बिट सेट हो गया. सो आई हैव डन x इक्वल टू, नाउ द नंबर हैज टर्न्ड आउट टू बी 32. नाउ आई एम सेइंग ऐड फर्स्ट बिट. नाउ अगेन आई विल डू x and one left shift of first bit. So can I say the number will now turn out to be, if I set the first bit, the number will turn out to be 33. Indeed. And now the number will look like the mask will be 100001. Correct. तो अभी आगे ये समझ में आ गया. अभी आगे next is add of 5. Now when I say add of 5, what happens is again I add 5, which is x and one left shift of 5. So again if I do an AND, x still stays as 33. Acts as a set because set only stores one occurrence. Next add 3. So this will set the third bit which is ultimately 8. So there will be an increase of 8. So x will become 41. So this will become 0, 0, 0, 1. The third bit will be set. Guys. This is how the mask will look. This is something which is known as a mask. That's why bit masking. Now the moment I say remove, how do you remove? You say x or 1 left shift of 5. So if you remove that, x will ultimately become 9 and this mask will go off and this mask will go off, right? So this will become 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1, right? And then I'm saying print 1, 3. So यहाँ तक समझ में आ गया. print बता दूंगा कैसे करते हैं. यहाँ तक have you understood this masking property? How am I implementing a set data structure using a mask? Set is login, man. Set is login. This is BIGO of 1, man. This is bit operations are way faster, as I said in the first day. This is BIGO of 1, man. It's not login. It's BIGO of 1. You don't understand? नहीं, रिमूव करने के लिए तो जोर करना पड़ेगा ना. रिमूव मीन्स जोर. Remove means it is already existing. So you have to do a zor. Remove मतलब remove जब कोई बोलता है उसका मतलब ये है कि वो exist करता है. And अगर if you're taking the case that you're saying कि it doesn't exist and then also someone is asking you to remove it, I think you know how to do that. In that case, this will be something like x or negation of x, right? Sorry, x or 1 left shift of 5. Negation of, this is how you can remove. If it doesn't exist, then also this will work. It will clear that fifth bit. Even if it exists, even if it doesn't exist, it will clear that bit. Got it? If you do x, XOR, if it exists, it will clear that bit or not. Space complexity लगता है ना विजय. स्पेस कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी लगता है ना when you declare a set over here the space complexity is saved, right? And you'll see when I teach dynamic programming, where is this masking use? एंड कहाँ लिखा है और क्यों होगा? अच्छा एंड है, सॉरी 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 दिस विल बी एंड, या दिस विल बी और, दिस विल बी और. अरे यार ये पढ़ाते टाइम ये लोग इतना स्पैम करते हैं ना, मेरा दिमाग का दही हो जाता है. स्पैम मतलब ज़बरदस्ती है कि स्पैम करते हैं, पता है, मतलब फेक अकाउंट बना के ज़बरदस्ती स्पैम करते हैं. एंड देयर आर लॉट ऑफ गाइडेंस वीडियोस, देख लो, गाइडेंस मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, क्लियर है, परफेक्ट, क्लियर है. सो दिस इज हाउ यू विल डू इट. नाउ हाउ डू यू प्रिंट द नंबर्स? रिमेंबर दिस इज द बेटर वे टू डू इट. दिस विल वर्क इफ डजंट एग्जिस्ट तब भी रिमूव करेगा, if doesn't exist then also it will remove, if doesn't exist then also remove, and if it exists तो फिर ये होता है, like if it doesn't exist तब भी remove करेगा, if exists then also remove. Yesterday I've told you clear the ith bit. ठीक है, अरे यार ठीक है यार, मतलब मैं कल से मॉडरेटर रखवाऊंगा यार, मैं परेशान हो गया, इतना स्पैम, बेकार बेकार स्पैम हो रहा है, पता है, मतलब सिर कहीं और चला गया पढ़ाते पढ़ाते. ओके, लेट्स कम बैक टू दिस. जबरदस्ती मतलब जबरदस्ती लोग, पता है, मतलब जबरदस्ती फेक अकाउंट करके स्पैम कर रहे हैं आजकल. कोई मतलब नहीं, जबरदस्ती आके ह्यूज प्राइस ये सब. Cool. Print 1 3. Okay, print 1 3. So how do you print the numbers? How do you print the numbers that are in your data structure? You have a mask, right? You know the numbers are from 0 to 60. Run a loop from 0 to 60. Okay, run a loop from 0 to 60. And what you do is, if this is your mask, if your mask or x, whatever it is, x and one left shift of bit, if your mask x and one left shift of bit is set, if it is set, so you can definitely print that bit saying ki this is the number which is available. Like first this will work as bit as 0, 0th bit. Is it set? Is it set? Yes. So 0 will be print. Sorry, अरे यार क्या हो रहा है? 0th bit is set. So you're gonna print that as 1, right? So देखिए फर्स्ट बिट है ना, बिट का थोड़ा इधर उधर हो गया, कर लेना, पर ठीक है, समझ गया ना? हैव यू अंडरस्टूड दिस? Why 60? I can hack you because we have only numbers till 60. We have numbers till 60. Whichever number, so it's a very simple task. If someone says add of x, it's very simple, mask or one left shift of x. If someone says remove of x, it's mask XOR negation one left shift of x. Okay, and if someone says print, then this is the case. Perfect, clear hai? And all in BIGO of one time complexity and space complexity. This is what a bit masking is. This is what we call bit mask when we store everything in numbers. Remove operation बता देते हैं. Remove operation बता देते हैं. Remove operation बहुत सिंपल है. अगर है तो remove करो, नहीं है तो भी remove करो. So basically, if you do a XOR, this will only work if there is already a 1 in that place, then only it will work. So what if there was no 5 in your mask, if there was no 5 in your set? So that's why I used x XOR negation of one left shift of n, like one left shift of x. If you do this, even if it doesn't exist, okay, and if it does exist, it will remove it. Yesterday, this is nothing but clear the ith bit. Clear the ith bit. We learned yesterday, clear the ith bit. ये कुछ नहीं है, clear the ith bit है यार, कल ही पढ़े थे. ठीक है, ये डीपी में यूज होता है, बिट मास्किंग इन डीपी. When we do bit masking in DP, this is highly used. Again, it's only applicable for ranges of numbers lesser than 63. not beyond. In any problem in dynamic programming, when you see a constraint with states x lesser than equal to 63, then only you should use a concept of bit masking. Otherwise, bit masking will never arise. ठीक है भाई, 100-200 एक्स्ट्रा ले लो, टाइम कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी समझा दो और क्या. ब्रो वाई 60, जस्ट टेल वन मोर टाइम. यार इफ आई हैव बीन आस्क्ड कि अगर मुझे नंबर ही 60 के नीचे दिया गया है, 60 से ज्यादा नंबर मिलेंगे ही नहीं, तो मास्क में तो कभी सेट होगा नहीं ना. इसीलिए नंबर का रेंज ही 60 है, 0 to 60. ठीक है, I'll take questions. Can you just if अभी भी समझ नहीं है रिमूव वाला नीलेश? यस वेदांत, लाइक एंड भी कर सकते हो, एंड मत हैंड भी कर सकते हो. एंड ही होगा, सॉरी. अरे यार ये मैं परेशान हूँ, ये एंड ही होगा. दिस इज एंड ओनली. हाँ सही बोल रहा है वेदांत. दिस विल बी एंड ओनली. दिस विल नॉट बी अ जॉर. जॉर विल मेक श्योर इट विल रिमूव इट. इट विल नॉट बी अ जॉर, इट विल बी एंड. एनीवेज मतलब जस्ट मेक श्योर क्लियर वाला था, कल वाला ही कॉन्सेप्ट है. क्लियर द आयत बिट, क्लियर द एक्सेट बिट, दैट्स इट. कल से मैं मॉडरेटर लेके आने वाला हूँ, दिमाग का दही कर दिया. ये डिले होता है, थोड़ा सा डिले होता है. ओके सो आई होप रिमूव माई एंड. यस एंड यूज करेंगे. सो आई होप यू हैव एंजॉयड टुडेज सेशन एंटायरली. दिस इज व्हाट लाइक anyone, if anyone teaches you bit manipulation, he cannot teach you more than this. I can guarantee you that. If any lecture you'll see across YouTube, across paid, इससे ज़्यादा कोई आपको बिट मैनिपुलेशन नहीं पढ़ा सकता. हाँ ग्रीडी एल्गोरिथम वगैरह आएगा तो हो सकता है, बट इससे ज़्यादा कॉन्सेप्ट्स नहीं होते बिट मैनिपुलेशन में. दिस इज व्हाट आई हैड टू कवर इन बिट मैनिपुलेशन. सो एज ऑफ नाउ आई हैव कवर्ड C++, रिकर्शन, बिट मैनिपुलेशन. लेट मी नो इन द कमेंट, लाइक ये वीडियो जब एंड कर दूँ, स्ट्रीम एंड कर दूँ, तो कमेंट सेक्शन खुलेगा, राइट? तो कमेंट सेक्शन में व्हाट यू हैव टू डू इज यू हैव टू जस्ट गिव अ फीडबैक. छोटा सा फीडबैक लिख देना कैसा लगा एंटायर सेशन, सो दैट द टीम गेट्स टू नो, एंड राइट व्हाट सेशन यू वांट नेक्स्ट. सो दैट अगर तुम कमेंट करोगे तो देखो मैं बोलता हूँ तो फिर वो लोग बोलते हैं कि नहीं ये बंदे देखेंगे नहीं, ये वगैरह होता है. तो इफ़ यू राइट द कमेंट तो वो लोग देखेंगे, एंड देन आई कैन टेल देम कि हाँ बंदों को चाहिए. तो मैं बोलूँगा तो मान जाएंगे, बट ऐसे मैं बोलूँगा तो वो लोग बोलते हैं कि नहीं ये ज़्यादा लोग देखेंगे नहीं. पर अगर मैं डीपी पढ़ाता हूँ, लोग बोलेंगे डीपी ज़्यादा लोग देखेंगे नहीं, क्योंकि वो बिगिनर टॉपिक नहीं है, समझ रहे हो? तो आप जस्ट मेक श्योर यू कमेंट इट एंड सेशन लाइक कर देना, ठीक है? इधर मत कमेंट करो लाइव चैट. वंस द सेशन इज ओवर, नो वन इज गोना रीड योर लाइव चैट्स. Comment in the normal video once it is uploaded. Today, tomorrow, at least have 200 comments so that I can tell them. ठीक है, 100-200 comments कर देना, ठीक है? Bye bye guys. तुमको जो बोलना है बोलो. अगर कमेंट्स रहेंगे मान जाएंगे. कल तो Amazon का इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे, तो कल आ जाना, Amazon का इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चन सॉल्व करेंगे, ठीक है? Bye bye guys. Take care. Good night. Like the stream, and if you're new to this channel, do subscribe and also check out my new course on Unacademy. यूज़ दी कूपन कोड अगर ले रहे हो, अगर मन है लेने का तो लास्ट में बता दे रहा हूँ, स्ट्राइवर यूज़ कर लेना, नहीं तो 1 महीना एक्स्ट्रा नहीं मिलेगा एंड 10%